And for Off the Block, I'm Vinny Lopes, and we are now joined by Coach Greg Walker, who big news is coming out as he is now the new head coach of Sacred Heart. And Coach, I know that this is an exciting time for you. What is it like to make this move and go to Sacred Heart?
Vinny, I think the biggest thing is, this was a decision based on, kind of the first time really where it's based on, my future marriage and, what's best for, my fiance and I as we get married next year, and really looking at her professional growth, because I feel like I've gotten to where I want to be, and I've learned the lessons I kind of want to learn, and like who I am as a coach up to this point. So I think it's a great opportunity that for us to get a place where she can grow and get what she deserves, and and obviously helps our strengthen our future marriage here, and but I think the toughest thing, and the most heartbreaking thing is I absolutely loved, being at Alderson Broaddus University. Absolutely loved it. And, the last 15 months have been, one of the best 15 months I've had in my career. So, the guys are incredible there, and, they're set up for really great things. And, the administration has been supportive the whole time through everything. And, I've already addressed my team and talked to them, and, they've invested in me, they've invested in my fiance, and they understand, and I think that, they'd be otherwise disappointed if I had made any other decision besides that. So, it seems weird, the team, but I'm a big guy on culture and, being like a family, and I really am, so humbled that my team, really understands, even that whole transition too.
And Coach, I want to ask you about your time at ABU because, you've been there, as you said, for more than a year. The program's going through that transition from, a club to an NCAA sport. Where is the program now compared to, where it was when you first arrived? And what's been the biggest thing that you've learned from your time there?
When I first arrived, pretty much administration was great. They were very, very transparent on what it was. Same as I was very transparent on what at that point I'm looking for. They're incredible. As far as, when I got there, I can say that, I just pretty much handed keys to my office and, kind of told good luck and, they had high expectations and, I went in and the guys immediately bought into the culture and what we were trying to establish and, kind of bringing the big school feel there for our program. And, we built up the recruiting class and we got some great guys. I know I fought some big schools for some, top kids, and we were actually being considered with them. And, just being able to, the administration, what I loved about, there is that, they hire coaches and they let you do your job. So, that was a great thing that, they trusted, the work I could do there. And, so throughout, the whole process, it was extremely supportive, and our guys were able to do some awesome things. And, just for these guys to even experience what, they went to school for, the first time was, incredible. And those relationships, last life, my whole life. So, I think those are the biggest things. And the biggest thing to learn too is, just like the difference of, what that culture, how it affects everybody. And I know as I talk to each member of my team individually, about just, the whole unforeseeable circumstance that, my fiance had come up, it was amazing, just emotional conversations of just how understanding they were, and just, mature young males, young adults, and how they understood, family first. And but I think that shows, and it's a testament to the, to that culture of, we truly bought into a small school in West Virginia. I think they bought into what it means to really buy into a family. So I think that was the biggest thing I learned there, that how great of a culture that is, and a true testament to it.
Yeah. And now looking at your new program that you're taking over at Sacred Heart, I know for me talking to a couple EIVA coaches, throughout the past year or two, they've really felt that this was a program that has the potential to kind of get on the rise. Where would you assess where your new program is right now?
I think I've been through, I went to three different schools volunteer. I went to 4 years of volunteering and been through great programs. And, I think the biggest thing that I've pulled from those experiences into what I've had recently and into this job now is, the funny thing is this is actually my second time, making it to be a finalist for that position. And, this is a different administration. It's there's the expectation is, it's a great expectation of, they want, like Kalani has been unbelievable through this whole process, and and he's a great coach, being a better guy, and just the condition the program's in, similar to what I'd want to leave my program in best condition. He definitely did that for his guys, and they're set up to really do some great things, and I know the administration has showed even a higher level with with our new with the new athletic director there in the last few years, just a commitment to the program, the university, and I think that just that changes the whole culture as well. So it's really exciting getting up there and seeing what that just excitement that they had about men's volleyball and the program and the future for it. So I think that was definitely big positive about the Sacred Heart and that situation, along with what it provides my fiance. So.
Yeah, and I do want to ask. I know you haven't had a chance to get in the gym, work with your new players at all, but what would you say would be your number one goal for Sacred Heart in 2016?
2016, the biggest thing that, these guys, we open up on the West Coast, at the Santa Barbara Invitational, and my biggest thing is that these guys, they're hungry for it. I mean, they lost a lot of 5-set games in conference last year. They had lost a lot of close games, and I can tell you that they're hungry for it. I mean, when I talked to one of the captains, Travis Condiv, I talked to him about like goals and also with the other guys. It's just they're on that edge, and they want it. They're willing to put the work in. And it's just they believe in what they can do, and I think as far as like what we can expect next year, I think they want to for sure. Make EIVA the tournament. They want to be a top four in the conference, and for sure, at that point, as I always talk to teams about, is just anything can happen. And so, from there, it's like making that goal to be in a conference final. So, I definitely believe they have the ability, and I believe that those guys there definitely believe in their ability to do it. So.
And Coach, for those who haven't seen you in a match, how would you describe your coaching style and kind of philosophy in matches?
As far as like in matches, we train really hard. I mean, I know that's one thing my current team will attest to a lot. That we train really, really hard. And as far as our setter training and our hitters, we train to do a lot of different things and to really be playing a high level IQ of volleyball. And so in games, I'm a big scout. Even with our USA team stuff, with our pro team, like biggest thing I love is the scouting portion of match preparation. But as a coach, like we don't get to practice a lot of matches or how we coach in matches per se. So you don't just sit on a chair and practice and just kind of go from there. But I know for me, we practice a lot of in matches, I typically am pretty calm, pretty level, but we go into a solid scouting report, and typically I use a lot of hand signals from the bench for blocking systems and how our defense shifts, and so typically I try to be really involved in it, but I typically can be on the bench or I can be on the sideline and not be. I let my team play. I think that's the biggest thing. Just let them be athletes and let them go out there and do what we train them to do. And then obviously when we have to make adjustments, that's when I'll really step in and try to make those adjustments.
And final question, Coach, and I'll end on this, but you talked about your fiance a little bit earlier, and I'll ask this as someone who got recently married a few years ago. I know your wedding's coming up. What are you most excited about with your wedding?
I'm really excited because I'm from Central Pennsylvania, right over the mountain, and she's from Delaware, but we both went to Penn State, and both Penn Staters, and the biggest thing I'm excited because the wedding is going to be at Penn State. We're having it at Eisenhower Chapel, and reception will be at the Penn Stater, the conference hotel center there, and we're super excited just because this is her dream venue and the best thing she's ever wanted. So it's just we're super excited about it. I know my team here was even excited about it, and Austin Broadus, and on top of that, bringing in Sacred Hearts to my extended family is going to be really exciting. But I think it'll be cool to have everyone kind of at that more of a destination type wedding at Penn State. But it'll be nice, and it'll be cool to be home and let people see kind of where I spent a you know, a long part of, you know, growing